Hey guys, Hank here. Welcome to the live stream. If you guys want to join into the live video chat and talk with me live via video, there is a link on my Facebook page, which is the TEN-SCTE, and also Google Plus. There's a link there. Google Plus, like a lot of people know, is going away very soon. So I'll have to post it somewhere else. So anyways, hey, Laurentian RC, how you doing? We have RDFPV in the house and Chuck It FPV, a bunch of FPV guys. Good thing that you guys are here because I got some questions for you guys. There is a link here in the chat. If you look up a little higher, you'll see the link to actually join in to the video chat. We're supposed to have a couple guys jumping in here soon, hopefully, to talk with me. But if you guys want to guess what I won today. I went to a trade show and I actually won something, and it is RC related. And people that do follow me on the Facebook do know, and I did kind of peek and put it in the chat of the drone people in Messenger. They have a chat going on there, and they were talking about snow and all that, and drone network. And I actually did mention that I had a big deck at the back, and it was full of snow. So that was cool. Turn my mic up. Oh, the mic is not loud enough. Really? That's interesting. Is only you that has a problem with my mic? How is everybody hearing me with the mics? Check it FPV. Laurentian RC, can you hear me good? Just doing a sound check real quick. I should go see online to actually see how it sounds. Oh, it seems to be fine. I just checked it online. It seemed to be fine. That's odd. And for the people that guessed what I won today, it is a DJI Spark. So this is the hand launch version. So it is not the Fly More. Fly More has a controller and a couple of extra batteries. So after doing some research and unboxing it just before this live stream, I did a quick video of unboxing it. Just because I can. I know there's a lot of them on YouTube, but I'm unboxing it and you see my face and I'm like a little kid in a candy store. So it's the main reason why I unbox it. Yes, I am lucky. Like this is $550 Canadian here. So there was probably 100 ticket in there. There was probably 100 people that came to the trade show today in Ottawa. And as I'm walking to the guy at the booth with the ticket, he's starting to read the numbers, and everybody has the same four numbers. But at the last two numbers, 1, 7. As he says 7, I'm looking down on my ticket, and it's me. And I kind of look at him, and he goes, Francois, and because I wrote my name behind the ticket, and I go, that's me. And then there's a whole bunch of people there that knew me, so they all were kind of happy and applauding. Says congratulations, and he goes, couldn't happen to the best person because they all know I'm into RC. So this is going to be fun doing this. I know that I have to control this right now with hand gesture or a nap on the phone. So I'll probably do it with the Android for now until I get some money together and buy the remote control. But hey, if I only have to buy the remote control, and I just checked on Amazon right now, I can get one for about $150. So that's not bad. So if I end up paying only 150 bucks for that, well, might have to get a spare battery and maybe a faster charger. We'll see. So right now it's just a USB charger to actually charge this guy up. But it seems to be pretty interesting. So, oh, a whole bunch of people in here. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Michigan, RC, James, a whole bunch of Travis RC, D&D Sports, how you doing? Bob Biker, how you doing? Chuck It FPV, Night Train's in here. There's a whole bunch of new people in here. And give you some wrenches so you can actually put some links if you guys want to do some links. So this is my pretty much biggest drone I have so far. So it's the other small drone I have is a small little 2" by 2", and I did get another one. It's about a 5" drone from my wife maybe 2 years ago. But technology back then was not as good as what it is right now. So it's interesting. Now I'm gonna do like a whole bunch of people and fly a drone. But what I want to actually try, I don't know if any of you guys tried, because this does have the follow me mode. I want to try to hover as close to the ground as possible and actually do the follow me, but with the RC truck, and actually see how it actually handles. So I want to try it. It's going to be kind of cool and kind of neat. And on some of my videos also, I also want to try it that you're actually very close to the RC, and then you go the zoom out version, so it actually sees where we are out of a trail or whatever. So it should be kind of interesting. I'm going to experiment with it this summer, so it's kind of cool. Too bad I didn't have this when I was showing my wife some stuff and some footage of what it could do on our trip this summer. So maybe if I would have shown some videos to my wife, maybe we would have bought one earlier. But to do vacation pictures, especially by the seashore where we went in Nova Scotia and all that, it would have been awesome to get some really cool footage. But hey, I got it now, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back. Last time he flew, he crashed into power lines and set the quad on fire. The power lines would do that. Yep. RC Basher Boy's in here. Cool. Oh, Laurentian RC. Yes, I'm going to wrench you. Sorry. Too many people coming in. I thought I did a while ago. There you go. You should all have wrenches now. Hey, Godzilla. How you doing? There is a link right on top. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll repost it again into the chat. But there is a link for you guys to actually come in here in the video. So, LED Will, how you doing? I did send you a link via Messenger to, and if you guys want to be on the email list, just email me at the tankrc@gmail.com, and I'll put you on the list, or put your email here quickly. I'll pick it up, and then I'll delete it right away off the chat. But I can put you guys on the email list to actually come and chat in the live video. So that'd be cool. No makeup. It's okay. Well, if you guys want to come in and you don't want to show your face, that's okay also. But you can actually chit chat and just leave your mic open. As long as you're not in a very noisy place, it's all good. And like that, we can chit chat via voice instead of typing. I know I like that better than, especially when I go into a group and all that, and chit chat. Hey, Tony, I did send you the link to jump in as soon as you can. Is Green Frog in here? Oh, yes, Green Frog is in here. Hey, how you doing, Kagan? Gave you a wrench. Josh Withrow, hey, how's it doing? Thanks for joining in. Hey, Tony, look at that little thing I got. And I just opened it a little while ago, just before we came live. I opened it up and actually looked at it, because I actually waited, like, I got this at 2 o'clock, and I actually did the video of me unboxing it like 30 minutes before I came online. So I had this not even open for about 6 hours, 6, 7 hours. It's just crazy. So it does have a little like foam case. It's kind of cool little case. That's what it comes with. And when you open it up, boom, you have a drone. So this is not the fly more like I was saying earlier. It's actually the hand. You control it with a phone. So I'm going to be controlling it with my phone. Charge battery before use. So I guess I gotta find the charging port on this. It's probably at the back where it says spark. Yeah. Oh darn, there's no SD card. I'm gonna have to go buy an SD card. I guess the Flymore has the SD card. I was looking at some of the specs and some of the stuff. Oh well, I can't complain for the price I paid for it, right? There he goes, a cheap guy. Says, got it for free, and he's complaining he doesn't have an SD card or a controller. So.
Have you flown it yet?
Pardon me?
Have you flown it yet?
Oh no, like I just unboxed it. I just opened the box 30 minutes ago, like just before I went online. So I just looked at the box, looked at some of the stuff that came with it, and noticed that I thought it came with an SD card, because I think online I saw that as a bonus you get an SD card, but I did not notice it anywhere, and it's not there. It doesn't matter.
SD cards are pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap. I do have spare props. My brother saw that I won this, so he saw on the Tank RC on Facebook, and he sends me a private message. He goes, "Okay, which RC that I have do you want to trade for your Spark?" So none, zero. I don't want to trade. I want to keep this thing. So, like, he's got a big. What is it called again? Oh, somebody sends me a message. Remote controller. Yes, I saw that. Jim's sending me an Amazon link for DJI Spark controller. But for this one, it doesn't have a price, but it's on the .com website. But I did see it on the .ca website. It's for $150. So I'm seriously thinking of getting one. It would be better probably to get one. But right now, I'm just going to try it with the phone. Tomorrow, I'll charge it up. I'll set it up on my phone, or maybe on my tablet. I don't know. You guys, have you guys worked on it, your drone people? Have you had better luck with Apple or Android, or it doesn't matter? So that's a good question I want to ask. Yeah, it's 150 on the Amazon Canadian site. I don't know how much it is on the US one though, but 119. Yeah, I'll check my local hobby store to see what they got and to see if they can actually make me a little deal or something. But it should be cool. Hey, Kagan, I got a new toy.
Nice.
I got a little drone.
Ooh.
So
Is it the
DJI Sparks.
very cool.
So like it's a 540 something dollars Canadian here. So like for the mini for not more. So I'm not gonna complain. Hey, it's gonna be a cool little thing. I was showing my son that this one does not have the remote and on videos, and that how you control it with your hand. Like you can actually put your hand in front and you just move like that, and you place it where you want, and then you just do the motion to take a picture like this, and then it just takes a picture. And he looks at me, and goes, "What? How does that work?" I go, "I don't know. It just works." So kind of cool.
Definitely.
So, Steph, what are you working on today?
I'm working on the stand for the trailer.
On the stand?
Yeah.
The front?
I forget what you call it. Oh, the stand when you park the trailer.
Okay. You're gonna make it mechanical so it goes up and down?
Yeah.
Cool.
Jack.
I'm trying to make this thing as complete as possible.
Kagan says it's called a jack. It's a jack?
It's one name for it anyway.
Yeah, it's possible.
And we have Spadzilla in the house. Kagan, Spadzilla.
Hey there, guys.
And how's your bulldozer coming? Did you stop working on that, or you got a lot of project you're working on the go?
Still talking to me?
Yes, Stefan, sorry.
Yeah, I put that on hold for now. I'm trying to get this basically ready for to produce, if you will. That's a bit more important than finishing the bulldozer.
That's true. Yeah, and I noticed some people on Facebook also paste or ask who could print a 3D body, and you mentioned that you would do that for some people if they want some.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's a good thing to let people know, is that if ever you need 3D stuff to be printed, Stefan at the LED wheel can help you out with that.
Yeah, for sure. Give me an example.
So that one is a 3D printed one.
Pathfinder.
Cool.
Very cool. Unique.
Yeah. The only thing a lot of people have to realize is that when they're using 3D printed body, they are printed fine, but there's a lot of body work to do on those to actually get it finished and sand it and all that. It's fun to have. It's unique to have, but it is time consuming if you want it to look real good.
They come in multiple pieces you have to glue together.
Yes,
yeah,
a lot of
people.
people.
This bed box for someone a couple of days ago.
Cool.
And still working on my VW.
Yeah, that's going to be sweet.
It's cool.
Like, what's not bad with 3D printed also is, like, let's say that VW, you want it to look new. Yes, you do have a lot of sanding to do. You do have a lot of body work to actually do on it. But if you want an old look, you can leave it rough and make it look dent and make it look old easily with the 3D.
You just rust it up, it should be fine.
Yeah. So even if the paint is it's going to be wavy and all that, but that's fine. It's an old look. It all depends on the look that you want to have.
But also, you can use a primer filler. It really helps to get rid of the lines.
Oh yeah. Is it, yeah, like you leave it like a paste and more liquid and you just fill in your lines?
Yeah, but you have to be careful, obviously, not to put too much to get rid of the detail as well.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I can't wait to finish it to really show it off. If I go to the G6, it should be ready.
Cool. I hope it's going to be a stable drone. That's what Sinister from Drone Network is saying. He's flown his next door neighbor, so I've heard very good things about it, and a lot of people like it, so it should be fun.
Oh yeah.
Laurentian Studio is asking the LED wheel, where are you from? He's actually not too far from your place. Well, farther south from your place.
Yeah, I'm in Laval, Quebec.
Yeah, he's in Laval, Quebec. Dans les Laurentian RC is in les Laurentides.
I believe I'm in the Laurentian RC Facebook group.
Yes, I think you did too. Hey, Steve O.D., I see you got your big monster truck, which is cool. I still have to find time to watch your video that you just published, actually.
Yep, they all arrived this week.
Did you buy one, Kagan?
I sent them all to him.
Okay, you send them all? Okay. I don't know if Tony got his yet.
He emailed me and said he got his. He's just still away from home. Well, he was a few days ago anyway, still away from home.
Yeah. Oh, a big thanks, Kagan, for sending that off.
No problem.
Laurentian RC says, I believe you are in my Facebook group, the LED wheel. Yes, that's correct. So it looks like Laurentian RC is falling asleep because we're talking about drone talks. So I guess he wants to start talking about RCs. Now I got to pick one off the shelf and start talking about it maybe. So Scottzilla, how was your last race?
It was pretty good. It was fun. I forgot about it. There's so much stuff going on this week. I raced in 2 different classes and I raced 10 times. I was really juggling batteries. They decided to run 3 heat races, and then I didn't make the A main right away, so I ran the B and the A because I bumped up in both classes. So I ran 10 races. It was a long day.
So you ran 10 races, but how many races did you actually win?
None of them.
You placed what?
None of them.
3rd, 4th. Okay, you didn't come 1st or 2nd.
In the short course trucks, I kind of averaged around 4th or 5th place. In buggy, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I'm just not doing good in buggy. I can't even get out of the B main. I did last week. I ran in the A, but I just kind of stayed. The funny thing was, I was looking at all the timesheets. I know this is all the technical crap about racing, but I do the website, so I have access to all the timesheets. I don't have to go to the website. I can look at them on my computer. And I was looking at all my times, and I remember, I'm trying to take it easy and trying to do different things. And in the A main, I was just trying to stay everybody's way, and I would get on the outside of the turns and let everybody go. And I looked at my average lap times, and they were faster. It's like, how can that be? Is that because I'm just running with faster guys?
Wow.
I mean, I was pulling over and stopping, letting people go by, and I had average faster lap times. I don't get it.
That's odd.
So what are you working on, Tony?
Tony is Bagheera.
How's it going, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't decided if I'm going to tint the windows or not. Yeah, I don't know. I might just leave them clear. Was that Tank?
How was your trip?
Trip was great, long. I had to be home.
Looks like it was, because you posted a lot of pictures of different spots, and it looks like you had a great time and visited a lot of places.
Yeah, we did. We were on the road all the time. It's tiring when you're constantly packing up and moving to the next place.
Yeah.
You don't stay in one place for a couple days. So that's the only problem is with it, that much travel.
So you came in last night, I think, eh?
Yes.
It's still all a blur, huh?
No, the day before that I got in. Midnight. Midnight the day before that.
Okay. Here comes the sticker sheet.
Yeah, the problem is I didn't do the blue that they use, so their blue is darker. So I don't know how much of it I can use.
It's just going to stand out more, that's all.
Yeah. It's supposed to blend in, I think. It's not going to blend in. I went with a brighter blue.
Okay.
Just I liked it. So I did their bright, to me, a bright blue. Because the other one just looked so dark on the can, and I didn't really want that. So I didn't realize how much that was going to make a difference with the sticker sheet, because I hadn't quite looked at it yet. But I tried backing it in black to just darken it a little bit.
Yeah.
I hear Green Frog in here.
Yeah.
I have my package still wrapped. I need to do a video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's down by the door. One of my sons, when I came home,
Nice.
I ended up taking him to the doctor yesterday, and he's got a really bad ear infection. And so trying to keep him. In fact, the doctor made other doctors come in to look at it. They couldn't believe he'd gone that long before he started talking about pain. But
you can lose your hearing with an ear infection.
Yeah. So he's been just, every once in a while he'll be going, and then he'll just start crying because it'll just hit him. So I used this today as just kind of a way to distract him, and so we started building this today. First build.
Cool.
Seemed to have a lot of fun. I'm gonna go clear windows.
Oh yeah, it's kind of good. Well, my mirror looks even better now that it actually had time to dry. Like it's been a week and a half now, and it looks like a mirror.
Yeah, that's sure.
This thing is sweet. I can't wait till this summer to actually do a cool video. Passing by something.
Great.
So it's going to be cool.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame to chip some of that paint off. It's so nice looking.
That's the spastic?
Yeah.
That's the spastic, yeah.
The last time I used spastics, it flaked off.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just made sure, I hope it doesn't flake off. And because I've been hearing so many people saying that it actually flakes off, I was going to use, I am going to use magnet, but I actually glue the magnet onto the paint here. So now that people are saying that it flakes off, I'm scared of gluing the magnet. So when you pull it off, it might pull the paint off. So yeah. I guess I don't have a choice of trying it. And if it does, I'll swear a lot. And I was just going to say bucket or paint over it.
I used spastics on a race car one time, and it was fine.
Oh, yeah?
The Basher, not so much.
But that's
the race car. The race car took a beating.
Yes, this is a Lexan, but Spastic is supposed to be a Lexan paint, so it should be no problem.
Because I use the iridescent finish. It was like a multicolored flaky thing.
Yes, yes.
And it was beautiful. But like a week later, it started flaking off.
Oh, really?
I was very upset.
Because that's what I have on my Dancing Rider. I have the it's like a rainbow paint. It's like silver, but kind of rainbow. When you put it in the sun, it actually changed color, and it stays there. It hasn't fallen off. Mind you, I wasn't very rough with it, but I've had good luck with spastics.
I just had it flake on my slash body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it cracked and then flaked.
Hey, Honolulu. She's saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Honolulu.
Hi, Honolulu.
I've seen some
Honolulu.
videos. I got to catch up with her videos and her hubby's video, but they've been busy also, doing a lot of stuff, a lot of trailing. And I believe he's got a new honcho, so he's been busy with that. He seems to really like it.
Yeah, she honey dipped her doomsday too.
This is a spastic paint. The green.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's on a race car, and it took a beating. But the spastic stayed pretty good. There's a couple of spots, obviously, right here where it chipped off, but with the beating that it took, I would say that's pretty good. And that's spastic paint, so.
Cool.
Yeah, I've just never had any other paints flake like that. That's definitely flaked.
Well, I had some Duratrax chipped on me the other day, so. Light stripe on this one's completely gone right here, and that's. I don't know. The Duratrax as well. It's all chipped off. That white chipped off of anything I put it on.
Now, when you do your body, do you sand it down a little bit, like to buff it up, or do you just paint on the body?
I do a little bit of scuffing, not very much.
Yeah, because I don't either. I just wash the body and then I paint it. But I know some people, they actually take a SOS pad or whatever, and then they just scuff it up inside just to make sure the paint actually goes on it. And it doesn't look scratched up, because once the paint goes and fills all the cracks, you're good.
I had a friend of mine who told me that he uses, after he gets done washing it and cleaning it, he wipes it down with alcohol. I've never done that. I don't know if I'd want to do that, but he's run the same bodies for a lot longer than I have, so it must be working.
Well, I would have thought that when you're running it with alcohol, you would leave a film, be a film on it.
No, it's supposed to dry real quick and just be gone. That's what you do for stickers.
Yeah.
That's true. Steve O.D. says he scuffs it. Phil Corsi says he scuffs it. Steve O.D. he also says he uses alcohol wipes.
There you go. He agrees with everybody.
Yeah.
I use hand sanitizer spray. Got this crap hand sanitizer spray somewhere for free. It's like 95% alcohol. Just wipe it off.
Cool. Finisher's still there in the chat. Looks like Laurentian RC wants to meet up with the LED wheel. I want to try to actually meet up with you guys this summer. I know that Stefan from the LED wheel, he sometimes goes to some spots that he's calling out and says, hey, let's meet up there. So I want to try to meet up with you guys also, and actually go down to Laurentian also and have some fun in the mountains. I know there's a lot of good trails there, so I want to try that one of the weekends once there's no more snow.
The opposite is true as well. I'd like to go down to Ottawa sometime.
Yeah, well, I am planning to having maybe 2 or 3 events at my house, maybe 2 big ones. So with prizes and all that, I still have prizes of one event I was supposed to host here, but never happened. But I will be hosting one with some prizes. So I got some wheels to give away.
Get a drone to film.
Yeah. No, not at my place. There's way too many trees. It's in the bush. It's in the back.
Follow me or something real close.
Oh, I know it's got avoidance, but I don't know if it's got avoidance for trees, and like a log or a small little branch. I don't think it has that. So I don't think flying a drone in the woods at my place would be smart.
Yeah.
But Laurentian RC is saying that he's got an event in August at his place. So that's something to look at. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's for sure. Keep us posted. And once you have more detail on your event, let me know. I'll post it in all the local Ottawa groups here. I'll post it on my Tank RC page, and I'll just make sure a lot of people actually knows it in the area to actually go there. And I'll try to get GCM Racing to actually go if he's not busy going somewhere. I know last year it was just crazy. They actually went to a lot of events. They could barely do the call to crawl events that they host here sometimes. They actually had a local guy taking care of it last year because they were just too busy.
At Laurentian RC, if your event is big enough, I might be able to do something with Asia Tees.
With Asia Tees, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty good because I mentioned to him last year that I was hosting an event, and he sent me a couple things. Like I got some wheels, and I got some flags, I got some T-shirts, I got some keychains, I got a bunch of things for door prizes. So that's what I'm going to be giving out.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Don't push too hard on those stickers there, Tony.
I'm not pushing at all. I'm just dragging.
Yeah, I use an X-Acto also to cut those out. I know some people use scissors, but you can get so much closer with an X-Acto cutting those. It's just nice using an X-Acto.
Yeah, and then they just kind of peel right off.
Yeah.
So when you put those stickers on, do you put anything underneath them? I know, like with motorcycle decals, they used to put some type of a thing so they could move it around, and some people use water. But do those,
No, I put one on.
with those, they
I
just
put one
straight
on
stick
Crooked.
on?
No, and I put one on Crooked already. It could do water, soapy water, and then it dries out. That's what I used to do when I do car stickers.
The one I always have a hard time with is that grill. When you're trying to put the grill in a truck body, I never get that thing on there.
Yeah.
Especially if the grill is actually indented a little bit, like it's inside, and you're trying to get that sticker in there, and it's a little crooked and so on. It's a pain.
Yeah, I mean, this one, I just totally jacked up the front one. It's crooked. I thought I had it on right, and then when I pulled back to look, it's crooked. And I tried to pull it off, and it wouldn't come off, so.
You guys peel your backing off completely before putting your stickers?
Depends. On these ones, I am. On the interior ones, I don't. These ones, I just use a little hobby knife and then try and hold the end where it's going to be.
Well, yeah, it depends on the size, obviously.
Stupid question, Tony. Did you take off all the protective film before starting putting on the stickers?
Yes. I've made that mistake, though, before.
Yeah. You're not the only one. Like, you make that mistake once or twice, and then you don't do it again.
But that was what I was trying to decide before I the window mask, because that would depend on whether or not I took off that backing. But yeah, this front grill's twisted.
Oh yeah. Wayne's in the house, and he says hi to everyone, and he says that Outback Jack is having a good time at his house.
Nice.
So Outback Jack is close to you, Tony. I think he's going to see Dave from Radio Control Patrol after, and after that, he might be going to your house again, and you can do another interview.
Nice. That'd be cool. Cool. I hadn't heard about it. I wasn't in on the stuff early on. I'd love to get in on it, though. Yeah, at least somebody was asking, do you cut them out all the way? Like, so these ones on the side are so long that I'll probably cut these ones actually out and do it where I just peel a little bit back and line it up and peel the rest off.
Yeah, you do it like the masking. The masking on the windshield when it's crooked, you can actually cut the center off not the sticky part, but the other one, and it makes it easier to actually line up, and you just stick onto the center, and then you can peel off both sides. So you can basically do the same thing on that. Hey, RDFPV, welcome to the chat.
What's going on?
We're talking ground vehicle and also FPV. Now I can start talking FPV. I actually got one now. I got a little Spark, so I'm going to be playing with the Spark tomorrow, hopefully. And hopefully it doesn't fly away on me.
Yeah. You heard I crashed mine, right, Tank?
No? How did you crash yours?
Well, I was talking with somebody that morning about how awesome the new ones are because they have obstacle avoidance in the back of them, and mine doesn't. And my Mavic Pro. And so I said I always have to just look where I'm going before I go, or turn the drone around and check the spot before I back up. Well, we were in this little village in the middle of nowhere in Panama, and this little this boy from one of the tribes there, they call them Indian tribes, the locals, but they're anyway, we were flying over the village, and they come running up and want to see, of course, what's going on the screen. And so I said, okay. So I start bending down. And as I do, I'm still flying because I have a move that I'm doing at the moment. And then as I go over, I knew I'd put it high enough to be above the power lines. I said, oh, crap, I don't know if there's any trees back there. The next thing you know, it's like hit some trees and got stuck about 30 feet in the air in a tree. But I got lucky because that particular group are known for being tree climbers. And so they just scaled their way up and got the drone out for me.
Nice.
I mean, they dropped it to the ground, but still, I probably was going to leave it if it was just up to me.
Yeah. So is it totaled?
Nope. I mean, it broke the props. Of course, are all destroyed, and then it it's a little bit when you fold it up, you can tell it's not completely perfect.
Okay.
But other than that, I thought that the camera gimbal was going to be just toast, and it's not. I flew it 15 more times when I was there, so
cool.
Got lucky.
Hey, Scudzilla, look like Laurentian RC is really like your Monster Energy drink freezer you have at the back there.
Oh, yeah, I wish it was worth as much money as they gave it to me for.
He says it's driving him nuts.
The bad thing is I don't even have monsters in there. I've got rock stars.
No monsters.
Rock stars and water.
Nice.
Tivo D really likes that stuff.
I should go film downstairs and put mine in the background too. Make him go crazy.
So what's up for you next, Tony? What's the next event or next stuff on the drawing boards for you?
I'm hoping Japan. That's what they're talking about. So we'll see. Yeah. I've never been there as a fly-through.
Cool. And RC related, what's your next thing coming up?
Oh, next thing? It was a race Saturday, but I came home and my wife had the whole kitchen gutted. So I don't think I'm going to be at the race this weekend. I'm probably going to be putting together cabinets or something to finish the kitchen. So I have a grand hauler that I'm going to be working on here after this.
Nice.
Nice.
And a mud truck that's going to be coming out of the Max D.
Cool.
So we got lots of stuff coming up.
Are you actually going to race that truck at your local track?
Which one?
The truck you're working on right now.
Oh, no, we don't have a local track.
Okay.
Nope. just kick around the yard. Which is exactly what this is not made for, probably.
Oh, the TT01 is pretty good outside. You'll find it interesting.
Yeah.
It's not like the RS4, like the HPI with the rocks that gets into the servo. So
that's good. That drove me batty.
Talking about HPI, RDFPD showing off his RC collection there. Little Team Lozy truck. That's the small scale one, eh?
And that's a big one. It's a big scale one.
Okay. What's the name of that one? That's not the Losi 10. No, that's a buggy.
And that's the Losi.
Oh, Triple X.
That's the Losi Triple X Sport stadium truck.
Yeah.
Our Saturday race got canceled, but that's one of the things they race over there.
Nice.
Yep.
And you were showing up an HPI one? Which HPI was that?
That's an HPI. That's an electric car.
Cool.
That's a 1/10 scale.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tony's still doing some body trimming.
No, the sticker was a little bit low. Just trimming it. It's a little bit bigger than the area that it goes, so I'm just trying to trim it in.
So the paint scheme you used was the one that was on the box art paint scheme, more or less?
The what?
The paint scheme that you're using was the one that was on the box? Pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Which is crazy because they make you paint this, to do all this work to, paint all this white and mask it off. And then the sticker covers all of the white paint. So it's like you could have painted it all blue and just stuck this white sticker on. But whatever. It is what it is. I'm not going to put them all on. I'm going to put a few on.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit of styling. But I might just do these side ones and some of the ones up on the front here, and then call it good. I did the back red instead of yellow. They said to do it yellow. I didn't want to buy a whole can of yellow for no reason when I already bought red to put up in this front. Which
nice, that looks good.
It's crazy. So
cool. Laurentian RC says his collection is at 45 right now, and the numbers keep going up for his RC collection. So I think he passed me. There. That's not good. I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Well, add your drone.
Yeah. There you go. That's one more.
Go online.
Hey,
Start
John.
shopping.
How you doing?
Hey guys.
How's the new car?
So earlier this week, I actually invited John to come to that trade show that I went today, and he said no. So too bad, John. You lost out on winning a drone.
I guess.
But it wasn't that big of a show. It wasn't that big of a trade show. There was about 5 distributors, I think, from Toronto that did not show up because there was a big snowstorm in that area yesterday. So a lot of people were snowed in and didn't bother traveling because of the snowstorm. So there was a lot of distributors missing at the trade show.
So that was the door prize?
Pardon me?
That was the door prize that you won?
Yes, it was a door prize, yeah. When you came in, that was kind of cool because you go to the show, they promise you a $50 Amazon gift card for everybody that shows up. So you just show up at the door, register, show up at the door, and walk through the booth. You get a $50 Amazon gift card, and they give you a ticket to win a door prize at 2 o'clock. So at the beginning, you had to be present, but then they said, no, you don't have to be present. but I stayed anyways.
Okay.
So,
I could do a lot with $50.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's a generous thing just for attending.
Yeah.
How much do you have to pay to attend? Is it free?
Pardon me?
Was the show free?
Yes, the show was free on top of that.
Wow.
So, like, hey, I went, and plus they gave you breakfast and they gave you lunch. So and I had salmon. Like they had like sausage, eggs. They had everything. Like very good big breakfast. And they had food there on the thing all day long. Like you could just sit there and eat all day if you wanted.
Wow.
Like they
Yeah, I
treated
should have taken an extra day off to go do that.
they treated you like a king there. So if they come back next year, I'm definitely going to go again. But just winning that $50 gift card also, that just for the door, that's the price of a battery. So it's like I checked on Amazon, and a spare battery for the Spark is about $50. So
what about did the one you bought? Did it come with the RC controller?
no, it does not have the controller for it. No.
Oh yeah, put the money towards getting the RC controller because it greatly increases the range.
Yes, and it's only 150, so it's not that bad. But like, if I take my Amazon gift card and I put $100 on it, that means my whole kit just cost me $100.
That's a good deal right there.
Yeah,
that's great.
So even though it wasn't the Fly More package that I got, I can still get the rest of the thing. I think the Fly More comes with 2 batteries and the controller, and I think it comes with the protecting props, I think. So
don't need that.
Well, if you're in a crowd, it's a good idea to have it.
You're supposed to fly in a crowd.
Yeah.
Or over buildings, or over a road, or all the things that people do.
Well, there's
the battery and the RC controller would be perfect for that, and then you'd be set. Because the nice thing about the Spark is that you can charge it over USB as well. I think even the batteries themselves have like a USB plug on them, but I'm not.
I did not see the battery plug, the USB on the battery directly on the battery.
Yeah, maybe.
It is on the, and you get a nice little foam case with it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, you've already opened it up, doing the firmware update.
No, I'm going to do that tomorrow. So mine is the red one.
Cool.
So I just before this stream, I just did a quick little unboxing. It took me about 6 minutes just to see what was in the box and all that. And I did like a picture-in-picture, an overhead. I got a camera on top here, and the camera there. So I did kind of an overhead shot, just me unboxing it and say, "Oh, I'm disappointed. It doesn't have the remote control." But it's kind of cool. So yeah, so here's the battery, but the battery does not have the charging.
USB charging port.
So I guess I got to keep it in the drone itself to charge it up.
Okay.
They probably offer an aftermarket charger too for it.
Yeah. That's I'm going to be looking tomorrow once I'm at work. I have lots of time, so I'll be shopping online and doing some stuff at work, you know.
Don't let them hear you say that.
Gonna have to look on the manual how to change the props and how to do a bunch of things. I'm actually gonna have to start reading a manual. That's crazy.
So, John, how was your weekend?
That's fantastic. Oh yeah, I got my camera too low. I'm just looking at how to rebuild my truck because we did have to use it as a parts mule. So here's, well, I got all the parts to, like, we were stripping stuff out fast and furious to keep us going, right? So I've got a bag of parts here that I'm going to have to rebuild my TT01. So the whole rear end is ripped out of it. But that kept us going right to the end. So I don't know, it's probably like lap 700, we blew the rear end out. And then around lap 765, we broke the front. And then we got in the high 700s, and then someone finished, and they got their 888.
Nice.
Yeah.
So how many batteries do you think you went through?
We had 3 on constant cycle, and we were changing them every half an hour.
Really?
And we raced for just under 4 hours.
Wow.
So yeah. Yeah.
That's when you're like, am I having fun anymore?
People were getting kind of tired by the end, but
yeah,
it was, and then it started getting pretty hectic too, because then the leader broke. Anyway, it should be a little interesting video story that I'm going to come up with, because I don't know, I got a lot of footage of the event. I just got to put it all together. I mean, the story's all available. You can see what happened if you go to the Phoenix RC Raceway thing. But that was pretty cool. You know, there was an upset at the end, we should say, and it was pretty fun.
Huh.
I don't know how the Nitro guys go 45 minutes, much less 4 hours.
Yeah. I will say though, because we were doing 15-minute racing stints, and that 15 minutes goes pretty quick. Like it didn't feel that much longer than a normal 5-minute race, even though you're up there 3 times as long.
Could you get it in a better groove with that much more time?
I feel like you could, yeah. You'd really get in the groove of it for a while.
So how did it work for the batteries? For you to you run for 15 minutes, then you stop, change the battery, and get back on, or how does it work?
We changed our strategy up a little bit because our battery changeovers were taking us so long. We decided to push our batteries as far as we could until you would notice a significant fade, and that would happen at around the half an hour mark. So we started changing batteries every second drive.
Wow. And those were 2S batteries?
Yeah, we were on 4,000 milliamp hour 2S batteries, and they were coming off at like 3.7 volts after half an hour. So there was still plenty of time before they'd hit low voltage cutoff, but you would notice the lack of power. So
that's a long run time.
It's very long. So we learned a couple of things where if you buy a high-end 8,000 milliamp hour low profile 2S stick pack, you can fit it in this chassis, because this chassis has the grooves. And so that's what the leaders were doing, is they would have 8,000 milliamp hour packs, and they were only having to change batteries once an hour.
Wow.
So they did half as many battery changes as we did. And a battery change was like our pits were slow. Battery changes were killing us. It was taking like 2 to 3 minutes for a battery change where you're making no progress. And us having to do that twice as much as the teams with the bigger batteries put you at a pretty significant disadvantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, our pits were long, and then we had 2 breakages throughout the racing. So, but it was great, But we know how to improve if we do it next year, we know how to make ourselves better. I think we learned a lot. It was fun.
What did you guys do about engine temperatures?
It wasn't really a problem. We did run an engine fan, and the stuff was coming off cool.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like if we hadn't have ran a fan, probably like the consistent heat over 4 hours would degrade that motor. But those were hand-it motors anyway, so it doesn't matter if you're wrecking the motor. It doesn't matter because you hand it back at the end of the race. But the stress on your ESC and stuff would be a bit. But we just because this chassis has a little screw on the mount point there, we just screwed a fan off that post.
Yeah.
Hanging over the motor, and it was blowing airflow across the ESC in the motor, and we were fine.
Wow.
So yeah, it was good.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. You look like you came back a year younger.
A year younger. A year older. Oh.
There's Kingston's RC's in the house, Team Vega RC also, and there's Michigan RC Tech and Tools. How you doing, guys? Charlie is also there tonight. James Swift. Cool. DRC videos. Cool. I'll make sure to check all you guys out and check out some of the videos that you guys have, and sub to you guys if I'm not subbed already. So I'll make sure to check that either tonight or tomorrow. Hey, Kingston RC. Are you actually in Kingston, which is Kingston, Ontario? Is that where you are? That's not too far from my place. That's far enough. Ottawa to Kingston is far enough. Yeah, you got a lot of videos there, Kingston RC here. I'll give you a sub. A lot of cool video. You got a couple cool rigs there. Cool. So you had to run the same truck. You couldn't just swap the whole truck. You had to swap parts from another truck to keep that truck going.
Well, since we were running brushless motors, they didn't make that rule clear that you had to run the exact same chassis, but everyone did. So because you had to swap in a 17.5 brushless motor that they gave you, it would take too long to solder in a new motor and reprogram your ESC and stuff to swap an entire chassis.
That's
so everyone that I saw that broke out either had a secondary truck like we did for parts, or they had another totally brand new kit on the side. They ripped open and were using parts as they needed.
You said breakout?
Hmm?
Did you say breakout?
They would have a brand new kit. Yeah, breakout.
Oh, okay. I was thinking time breakout, like you had to run over us for time per lap.
No, just if they broke parts. And there were some pretty spectacular breakages. It was pretty cool, which I didn't actually catch on film. But at one point, like the whole rear end of a truck just exploded, and there was like a diff rolling down the track.
Wow.
Wow.
That would be sweet. See,
got that on video.
I didn't catch that. No.
Then it didn't happen.
Yeah, exactly. No. My SD card's filled. I had a GoPro 5 like just running as like just recording as long as it could, and I filled a 64 gig card.
Wow.
After like an hour and a half, because I'm recording in 2.7K so I can crop in later. And then I was using my Hero 7 just on my head and like moving it around the track and stuff. So I have enough to make a video. Now the problem is now I got to make all these videos.
Yeah, yeah. That's always the hard part.
Yeah. Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 days I was doing constant RC stuff. So I did bashing and crawling and racing and then more bashing. And I recorded all of it. It took me a whole night just to get all that footage imported into my computer, and now I got to start making the videos.
So do you take an external drive to dump your data onto in case you filled up your memory like you did?
I did, but I just didn't transfer it off in time.
Yeah, I took one with me when I went to Thornhill because it was a 3-day weekend. It's like, yeah, I better bring something to store data on.
Yeah.
Last night I had a WD 4 terabyte die on me.
Oh no!
Yeah, it had everything. It had everything on it.
Your backup?
Yeah, it was my backup drive from old computers and stuff I work on and stuff I don't use all the time, but just need one to store it someplace.
Right.
So I got videos from the band on there. I've got client information on there. I've got backups to websites I've built for people, and I just got tons of photos and videos and music, which I don't really care about the music compared to some of the other stuff.
Right.
Just everything gone, like 15 years worth of stuff.
They make
my old computer I ran a RAID in, and I always had 2 drives that were mirrored, but I always had drives that were failing. So out of desperation, I went and got one of those WD backup drives and just moved everything over onto that, and I don't think I even had that thing 4 years, and I hardly ever used it, and it's dead.
A lot of times you can send those away, and somebody can get the stuff. You're gonna pay.
You're gonna pay the note for it, but you can.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of recover videos. I might try a few things, but it's definitely not under warranty. But the whole purpose it was designed for is what it failed at too. So I won't be buying another WD probably. Maybe a NAS would be a better thing next time around.
Some people buy the same drive and switch the board onto the other one.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of reviews that way.
Yeah, I need to find that number on the board to see if I can find that same number on eBay.
Yeah.
Because the thing powers up, but it doesn't. You don't hear it spin up. So usually changing the board does that.
You sure it's not just jammed?
It's not making any noise at all. It's just silent.
I worked in tech for a while, and I remember it was quite a while ago. It was a SCSI drive, and just
that was a while ago.
We shocked the drive into spinning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you basically you power it up, and you just you twist it and hit it at the same time. If it's jammed, it'll actually start spinning again.
Wow.
Yeah, I tried different cables. I tried different ports. I tried different computers, and I even installed the WD utility software and didn't even recognize it was plugged in. So I'm like, that's not a good sign.
That's probably the board.
Yeah, the drive itself might be fine if you take the drive out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that next.
The other thing you can do is get just one of those docks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I have one of those little USB kits that you slap any type of drive onto with the adapters and plug it in.
Yeah, you might try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might get lucky there that the drive is probably fine and it's the enclosure that failed.
I'm really hoping so, but I really had a hard time going to bed last night when I found that out at 9 o'clock at night. I went to a client's house today and I couldn't remember what I normally charged them because that information was on that drive.
Yeah, one of the guys that was at the trade show today, they had a session talking about drones and different ways to use it and different things. So there's actually companies that do land surveyors. So they actually hire people with drones to actually fly over the land and do a screenshot of the land and around the land. And the guy says, I charge him $600 an hour, and people are willing to pay $600 per hour to actually do this. It's friggin' nuts.
Wow.
I didn't realize they can go and buy one for that much money.
Yeah. Well, I guess for them, yeah, they can buy one, but the problem is they have to learn how to fly it. But it's
and use the camera.
And be licensed as well.
Yeah,
I didn't want to say that one, but that's true too.
Like my nephew was saying, you have to be licensed to flying a drone, but is that over a certain size limit or any drone?
Yeah, but the kind of drone you would use for that, you'd probably have to license it.
Yes, for that size, I understand. But like, for
even if you're doing commercial work, don't you have to be licensed for that? Like if you're in good real estate or something like that.
For commercial work,
if you're gonna fly it and get paid for it, even at a company, you have to be licensed.
Yeah.
If you're making any money,
yeah,
in the U.S. at least.
Yeah. Even if you monetize your YouTube video, it's kind of a gray area now, and if that's considered commercial or not.
That's true.
The little gray.
But the Sparks, I don't think you need a license for the Sparks to actually fly, because yes, you can go high, you can go over 2 kilometers.
It's unfortunately you do, because it's 300 grams, and the limit right now is 250 grams. So the government will still want you to like register it with them and this and that when those new rules come into effect.
Cool.
But just register, right? Not have a license.
Right. Yeah. There's some sort of online test they want us to do. It's coming. It hasn't. They've said the rules are. They've told us the rules, but it comes into effect in like a month or 2.
There's a guy I follow that's local to the area I live at, and he flies a drone professionally for like fire departments in the county and stuff like that. He got some cool footage.
Oh, yeah?
It's all work related stuff, but it's still cool. Like chasing criminals or watching fires, or it's amazing the way they can use drones.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. I probably will take the online course and I will register it and things like that. But I'm not planning on flying this in public, or it's just going to be more us in the woods and try to do my RC stuff.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned at the beginning, I do want to try to do the follow me mode, but having it closer to the ground and having it follow ARC just to see how it's going to look.
Usually it's not big enough.
Yeah, that's what I want to try. But
does it have to be at a certain height to do the follow mode as well?
Yeah, I think so. That's the problem, is that they make you be at a certain altitude.
Yeah.
Is it?
You'd have to hack the software.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I have a Phantom 4, and I haven't done anything with it besides fly it. I'm not often enough either.
Hey, Chris Watson, welcome in the chat.
Yeah, I really like the size of the Spark. I mean, I've been waiting for a year or two for them to come out with a Spark 2, and that hasn't happened.
Thanks for jumping in, Laurentian RC. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, keep in touch, eh?
Tony's crashing over there. He hasn't even got on the track yet.
Yeah, he's breaking it already without even being on the track. Honolulu's saying your truck is starting to look real good.
Ah, cool. I'm digging it.
Just putting stickers on it really starting to make a big difference on it.
Yeah. And the more stickers I put up front, the less that you notice how jacked up the front grill is.
When you'll be
driving
it and bashing it, I don't think you'll notice it.
Yeah. When I'm jumping it.
Yeah. What? You're going to jump that thing?
I jump everything, Tank.
Yeah, I know that.
Mm-hmm. I like to see it go over your new ramps.
Yeah, it won't go over those because those are in the backyard now. Those got moved.
Any sign of the dirt yet?
No, it's been so muddy.
Hey, Rat Trap RC.
True.
Welcome in. Appreciate everybody that's dropping
Same
by.
here.
And guys, don't forget to take time to thumbs up the video. It's appreciated and really helps on the YouTube search engine and all that.
Looks like I've got some extra parts that don't belong to me, so I'll have to get back to the... I was afraid that I didn't get enough, and I've got too much. Got too many parts.
Those look like parts for the camber at the back. That looks like
yeah. The hinge pin holder, but I've already got one of those.
Okay.
I also got an extra axle. We were just throwing parts and bags by the end.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that looks like I need that. Hinge pin.
Does anybody have a method to the madness of Tamiya stickers here? Here.
I use stickers.
Not the best as far as lining up. Like they're all too big. Okay, I guess. Yeah, they all seem like they're bigger than they need to be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I keep having to trim them.
They are all number coded, I believe, or at least they were on the man truck one. So I don't know. They might not exactly match the body molding lines perfectly, but make it look the best you can.
That'd look cool.
Cool.
I'm just faking it at this point.
So what holds all that together on that body?
Tape?
Really?
Yeah, they gave you a bunch of double-sided tape.
Yeah, it's just hold on my tape. Interesting.
Yeah, two-way tape.
So I painted the interior black. That way if I wanted to put a driver in here. And that's why I left the windows open. I want to see, they give you that netting for like the side. I wonder if it's clear. Like if I could put on this clear window and still see the netting, but not.
Well, it is going to be clear, but it's going to be like foggy. It's not that clear. I find when you put that on, you would have to cut it out and with the X-Acto before sticking it out if you really want it to look good.
Cut out each square?
Yeah.
Oh, that would suck. No thanks.
But that's if you want it to look good.
I don't want it to look that
I
good.
wouldn't be doing that. Just let it be hazy.
Yeah, it's gonna look very
Here.
easy.
Here they are. I was looking for all the stickers. Yeah, I'll let it be hazy. Wow, that's gonna suck to put in. Yeah.
Before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to have to make sure I plug this in tonight to make sure that it's fully charged for tomorrow.
Where are you going to take it to go flying tomorrow?
At work.
Oh, okay.
Probably outside at work, or I'll try it indoors. I don't know. We'll see.
You got a warehouse you can fly that thing in too, right?
Yeah, I got a warehouse, yeah.
There you go, especially if it's cold.
Pretty tall too, but we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a cold front blowing in right now.
Oh yeah?
And got really windy about 2 hours. Well, what time is it now? Yeah, a couple of hours ago, I got really windy, and we already canceled this weekend's race because it's supposed to be raining. I was looking forward to that one too because I was going to race two-wheel drive, and I haven't raced a two-wheel drive short course truck in probably a year already.
I'm curious if they're going to cancel our race this weekend because it's only going to be 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So just above freezing. That's without wind. So you factor in wind.
It all depends on the wind chill factor, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to break their cars either.
No. And the race they got canceled this weekend. They only race once a month and only during the winter months. It's one of my favorite racetracks, and I have a feeling that this year I'm not going to race there at all. Because next month I'm going to miss the race and I'm going to be out of town. I think that's the last one of the season.
Peel this one off. Not too foggy.
You're gonna have to cut it out.
I said it's not too foggy. It's doable. The problem is that a piece of white sticker got stuck behind it.
Uh-oh.
Trying to peel it off to get to it. I'm just gonna leave it. Do more damage trying to get it out. You want it to be so perfect, but then you go out and you scratch it and stuff anyway.
All right.
You know, I'm just gonna deal.
I want to do all these things when I paint them, but I know I'm just going to destroy them anyway.
The chassis done?
Nope. But I'm waiting for my son to help me. Well, actually, for the most part, yes. We need to put the tires on it.
Yeah,
Wheels.
the truck stuff.
Now, did your son help you build it?
What?
Did your son help you throughout the whole build?
Oh, he did about 70% of it.
Cool.
Nice.
He loved building the diffs and doing the udder butter. That's what we put in the diffs.
Okay.
For grease.
Yeah.
So yeah, he liked that part. Building the out drives and all that. He liked that too. So.
And you'll have to Dremel out the those buckets there so you can put a square battery in there.
Venom
in the chassis, you can actually Dremel. You know how it's rounded in the bottom of those, in the bottom of the battery tray? It's kind of round.
These little triangles.
Yes. If you take a Dremel, you can actually cut those off.
And weaken it.
Well, it doesn't weaken it that much. A lot of people do it. I've done it to my TT01, and it permits you to put a square battery in there without having to buy another battery.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to do that. Against the rules.
What do you run then?
We're running, most of the guys are running the Wolf Packs. It's like Team Associated Reedy. I forget what, I think it's a Reedy, but it's called the Wolf Pack, and it's a LiPo with a rounded bottom. But I personally bought a Gens Ace one. That's a Gens Ace with a rounded bottom. But what I learned at that big endurance race is that if you buy a stick pack that's low profile, the 20 millimeter high 2S stick pack, then it fits. It just kind of rides on top of those triangles, and it's a low enough profile where you could still use the stock battery.
Nice.
Clip. But that's an expensive fancy battery to buy for a TT01. So, I mean, I'm sure one of your I know Venom even makes like a Tamiya compatible oval LiPo. They definitely have one.
Couldn't you just put longer battery posts?
That's what some of the guys, we were looking to see if we could do that, to see if we could run a bigger battery at the track by just raising the post. And you can do that too. You just have to go buy a longer screw. And we didn't have a long enough screw to make that mod happen.
Gotcha.
Nothing worse than a short screw.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
That came together way easier than I thought it would.
The Ready Wolfpack 3300, that's what Phil RC says. They fit in there perfectly.
Yeah. 3300 is a little bit small for capacity, but still on something like this, that will run probably a good 25 minutes or more.
Yeah.
Is Steve-O in there? I'm trying to make his build deadline. I don't even know when it is.
2 days ago.
I've been out of town forever, so.
Hey, Steve-O, are you there?
Everybody finished theirs already?
It was.
I think they're still painting. Or
yeah, I haven't seen any reveals yet, but
at least the other day they were.
I need to find a lot of things. I have no idea where my servo is for this. I also ordered some SMT shocks from eBay before I left for the monster truck I was building. Don't know where those are. Yeah, everything got lost, and we've had all this work being done for the garages, more trash than it normally is by me alone.
Phil RC says there's a few weeks
big cleanup
still to go on the build off.
There's still what, Tank?
A few weeks to go.
Oh, okay. So I'm still good.
Yeah.
I haven't been making any video though because my son's been sick, and so he, every 10 minutes or so you'll hear it when his ear starts, messing up on him.
Oh my God, I just looked at the Ottawa Senators actually won versus the Ducks 4-0. What the heck's going on? 4-0? That's not my Senators. My
Is he
Senators
wearing
are
a
not
stocking
good.
cap?
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Does he have a winter hat on, Tony? That might help.
Over his ears.
Yeah, I don't know. Pressure might hurt it, though.
Yeah, the pressure has been bothering him. Like laying down bothers him. He's on antibiotics. The doctors, for the most part, stopped giving that for ear infections, but this one was bad enough that they were going to. Yeah, they've been letting them
stop giving antibiotics for a lot of things.
Yeah, they've been letting it kind of work itself out. They haven't been doing eardrops because I've been in too, and they're just like, best to just let it heal itself. Like, all right, it sucks. I'll just keep taking ibuprofen, Motrin, something to kill the pain. Yeah, that's starting to look cool in the front.
Heck yeah. I was so impressed with how stable it was on the track, like compared to these guys.
Yeah,
it was so planted and solid, like, and it got in some hell of a wrecks, and it just it just took it. They broke their suspension and stuff too, but the biggest problem that a lot of us man truck guys were having was the cabs were coming off because we were, you'd hit walls, you'd hit trucks, and then this big heavy cab just being held on by tape, and it would get ripped off. But that never happened on the Bagheera. Because the body posts come up through the hood too, so it was like extra secure.
So they were allowed to race the Bagheeras?
Yep.
Just had to
and Con RC, which is our like official Canadian on-road rule set, has officially verified that you can run that body with the other trucks.
Because it's the same chassis?
Yep. And I think because they race them side by side in real life as well.
Okay.
Bulgir RC video is asking, hey John, did you give up on the low center of gravity battery tray for your TRX4?
Yes. I mean, I guess I did. I mean, I put it in, and then my batteries don't fit in it, so I took it back out again. So.
Because his batteries that he has are too long, and it doesn't fit in the tray good enough.
Right. So. Yes. You have to have a shorty pack for it to fit, because it hits the frame rail.
Not a lot of people make those anymore either.
You can't run a full long stick pack with that Bauhaus RC LCG battery tray.
Now, did you look or contact Bauhaus to see if it was fixed, or if there's another way to install it, or that's just the way it is?
No, I haven't looked into it.
Okay.
Maybe I was missing something, but I didn't see any way where I could have it go further back or further front because there's stuff in the way. But I just did that the night before I left, so I don't know. I mean, I could contact Bauhaus and see what they say.
Wow.
Did you find any good restaurants on your weekend, John?
No, I didn't really go and eat in too many restaurants, really, because I kept going back to my hometown after, so I was staying with some friends and had a lot of meals with them, and it was good.
I know we got done at Thornhill with the 3-day race.
Mm-hmm.
We got out so late that what was going on, it was prom or something going on that night. So all the restaurants were full. We just wanted to eat something because we hadn't eaten all day long.
Yeah.
Either the restaurant was closed or it was full because of the prom. I'm like, man, I just want a hamburger or something. Anything.
Yeah. Well, right at the end of the endurance race, when people were starting to leave, then the pizza showed up. So they announced like 2 hours earlier, if you're hungry, we've got pizza coming. But then it didn't show up until it was all over.
Did Tank just appear? I was going to show them how clear these were. These are pretty clear.
Yeah, those look good.
Oh, they look good, yeah.
So, pretty clear.
right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Well, thanks for dropping by,
Cheers,
Steph. I
Stefan.
really appreciate it.
See you guys later.
Tyler's coming along.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
See you later.
I have to wait for that one. So I need to get like
Saturday night, I got home from racing and I was watching the Supercross races. In between the main events, the 250 and the 450, I ran outside to have a cigarette. And I was coming back in. I heard this weird noise in the room next to my bedroom, which is my guitar room. And it sounded like a water faucet, like wide open. So I'm like, that doesn't sound good. I know that there's an outside faucet. So I grabbed the floodlight, went out there. There was no water coming out of that thing. So I went around the front of the house, turned it off. So there was no water in the house. And I went into my guitar room and it was leaking through the walls. I had a pipe break.
oh no.
And I thought I caught it in time, but those guitar cases were like sponges and they were just sucking up the water. There wasn't very much on the ground, so I think I caught it like right when it happened, but it probably had a pinhole and it probably been leaking for a while before then.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been an interesting 2019 so far.
I guess. Any damage on the cameras? On the not cameras, the guitars?
Not the guitars, but some of the cases, which were new cases, and some of them were vintage cases, got a little bit of damage to them, which is disappointing. But if I would have gone to sleep early because I'd been racing all day instead of staying up to watch Supercross, who knows what I would have found in the morning.
Yeah, man.
True.
Pays to stay awake sometimes, huh?
Yeah. I was so tired I didn't even drink a beer that night. I just wanted to watch my Supercross. I updated the website before the races started and then watch my Supercross and go to bed.
It's been awesome this year.
It's been pretty crazy and unpredictable. I mean, I wasn't too happy about it being a mutter this last race, but it did surely change the point series up.
Well, that's where they went and put all that stuff down, right? That ruined the bikes and gave them rashes and burns.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they put the line down. They put down lime to dry it up, and it burned them. Plus, it ruined their bikes.
Yeah.
Miles RC's in the chat, and he says he's going to jump in next week.
Cool.
And Philco RC says the man truck really need a cab brace. John, you should look into those for the next race.
A what race? A cab?
Cab braces. Looks like there's something called cab braces for those man trucks.
Oh.
Too big.
But the only thing I'm afraid of, if you put a cab brace or a brace in there, you're just going to add weight to the top. So it's kind of odd.
I don't know what that means. Cab race?
Cab braces.
Braces.
Cab races. Okay.
Yeah. Some braces.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, you can. There was no weight restrictions. There was no body mod restrictions that I was aware of. I mean, in the spirit of this class, you're not supposed to modify anything. Like even you're not allowed to change the oil. It's in your diffs. You're not allowed to, grind out your battery tray. Everything is supposed to be stock. But the only thing you can do is you can add bearings, and you're allowed to glue the sidewall of your tires. That's it. Because on the black carpet, it's super grippy. So if you leave your tires completely stock, they fold over a lot because there's no foams in these. So they'll really collapse over. So I tried my truck on the track with just the soft sidewall, and it's crazy aggressive steering. Like it'll traction roll over on itself every time if you're not careful. And when we started racing, we had another set of tires that were glued sidewall, made a huge difference in reducing traction rolls. It was quite good.
Bulgi RC put a link for a video in the chat. I'm going to send it to you via Messenger. That's how to actually put a full pack in using that low center gravity. He's got a way of doing it. So
okay.
I just sent you the link, so you don't have to look for it in the chat.
Okay, thanks. Got it. Yeah, I think I'm ready. There's a race this weekend, so I think I'm back in business with this thing.
There is a race this weekend?
I think so. I think there's a race Sunday.
Sunday? Let me see what I'm doing Sunday. I think my son's got a game Sunday. Sunday the 10th.
Sunday.
And again, at 4 p.m. 4 p.m., that means I got to be there at 3 p.m. I don't think I'll be making it to the race.
No. There's a 10.
I'll be going to Las Vegas in a few months.
Vegas,
NAB?
Yeah, NAB.
Great. Maybe Sony will finally announce a A7000 or a A7S3. Oh.
Tony, you should go to the broadcast show in Vegas.
Yeah.
You're into that thing, all the broadcast stuff and all the cameras and the recording studios.
Yeah, I've been to it. I just don't think that they'll send me since I'm not a purchaser. I don't do any purchasing. So.
Yeah.
You fill out POs, don't you?
The what?
You fill out POs, don't you?
Yeah. I can do it for myself.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Philco RC says the braces looks cool and they help stiffen up the front end. Cool.
All right. I want to put the blue ones. Really comes down to how much more I want to keep putting into this stickering.
I find that truck, the more stickers you have on it, the better it looks.
That's how it's feeling so far.
And maybe if you put enough stickers, you won't have to put a two-way tape. Maybe all the stickers are going to hold it together.
Well, that's what I was looking at. One of them I can't put on yet because it will wrap around the back and hold it.
That makes it hard for you to put a figure in and take it in and out. Yeah.
Well, you can lift it off the top still.
Okay.
The whole thing, yeah. But it will lock it for sure. I'm not against that, though.
Miles says, yes, there is a race and you better be there, Tank. Well, I'll have to ask my wife, see if she can bring Sebastien to the hockey rink. And now he's getting dressed all by himself, which is good. I don't have to be there to dress him up anymore. The coach, well, he wanted me to be there to help him a little bit, but the coach has been telling people or parents you can't be in the room anymore.
Okay.
So that's what I told him. I told him the coach told me I can't be there. Well, it's not true. The coach never told me that. I just told him that. So he says, okay, Dad, I'll try. So he's been doing it. He's been doing it good. So.
I mean, the goalie equipment's pretty tough.
Yeah, well, there's two things you can do by himself. The first one is tie his skates, and the other one is actually put the bottom strap, like the strap that goes completely at the bottom. That one is tough to do all by yourself. So those are the only two. Other than that, he puts on the pads by himself and all that. So it's pretty good. But I don't even know if... The what?
Cadillac body for the Fortec.
Oh, okay, cool.
Was that the official one that Traxxas came out with? Or are you making one?
Yeah, a CTX. Yeah, it's a
So-
CTX from Texas. Like I got the Corvette body too.
What are you painting right now? Are you putting?
You got the clear version of them?
I'm using acrylic paint,
You're using acrylic paint on Lexan?
hand painting it.
That sticks on there?
Scuff the
doesn't
body
it?
up real good first.
Oh yeah? Yeah. I guess you would have to scuff it up.
Really? Wow.
It's gonna be like a metallic pink.
Wow. Okay.
It says red, but it's kind of pink. It's gonna take quite a few coats. It's kind of transparent.
First time I see that, somebody painting with that paint.
Yeah, I've done a few bodies. I don't really bash them around too much. I don't know how they'll hold up as far as chipping.
Yeah. There you go, John. Your truck looks like it's all ready to go.
It is. Ready to race on Sunday. I haven't put a battery in it, but it works fine on the bench. Everything's connected. It's got 4-wheel drive. It's good.
From a box of parts to a full truck.
Yep. Oh, that was way easy. That was going to be. I didn't even have to go find the book.
You didn't have to find the book. Cool.
Now I'll show you that Corvette body.
Yeah, one thing is my VTA is ready to go, but I don't know if I qualify for the weight. So I didn't put on the scale. I don't know the exact rules. I know that I looked at it the other day, and I know that John sent it to me also. So I just got to weigh my car and see if I have to add weight to it, or because I know there's a minimum weight, I guess.
Yeah, that's all. It's just the minimum. I wouldn't worry too much about it. If you're under, someone there will have weights.
But hey, if I go and I race that thing, I don't think I'm going to win. I still have that small pinion and the bigger spur. Compared to you guys, the way the gearing is, like you almost got the two of the same size.
Yeah, yeah. If you're not close to a 4.0 final drive ratio, there's really no chance of keeping up with traffic.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not. If I go there, it's just going to be for fun more than anything.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and learn the track for sure.
So until I actually order the right gear for that, so I don't have the gears for it yet. So I haven't even looked into ordering a gear for that. So I have to look into it.
Are you on 48 pitch or are you using Tamiya weird pitch?
I have no idea. I think it is 48.
And someone also might have a huge pinion for you as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I'll talk to the wife and find out what's going on for Sunday. See if she wants to bring Sebastien there. I'm not sure.
I've got some pretty big pinions. If that's all you like, your spur might be able to stay the same if you've got enough room to put in a big pinion on the motor.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a time lapse of one of those indoor tracks being set up.
Yeah, I never get there early enough, and they kind of set it up the night before as well.
What kind of carpet do they use? What is it called?
We're on gray ozite, I think, which is kind of old school and not very good anymore. It's a low grip on-road carpet, and pretty much every other track has transitioned over to black carpeting, which is way higher grip level, to the point where you almost don't even need to run tire sauce on black carpet. But it's very expensive. So we're still on gray, and basically it was at the beginning of the season, it was discussed, if you guys want black carpet, start a collection because it's thousands of dollars. So start making money if you want black carpet, or else it's not happening.
Yeah, because here what I'd like to do is I want to go see the Lions Club or the Knights of Columbus, and here at the school I want to start a little group, either monthly or weekly, or not monthly or 2 weeks, whatever. Go to the school, the local school in the gym, and teach kid how to race or how to do RCs. You can bring your own RCs, or I'll take out some of mine. Like I got some MO3s and MO5s and MO6. I got some that are pretty slow for the kids to use, and I got good remotes that I can actually dial down for them to actually start learning. So I just want them to have fun, but I want to see if the Lions Club or the Knights of Columbus wants to supply and buy some carpet, in other words, to put on the ground. And hitting up a club like that, they have money. They can find money and things like that. So
yeah, they might get sticker shock when they learn how much the proper carpet costs, though. The thing you got to worry about carpeting is static. So I think the big thing about RC carpeting is that it's like low static, and then you need like a grip level for your racing.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted to find out what's the name of the carpet, and I'll do some more research online. I'm sure there's some sites that actually talks about it.
If Miles RC is still in the chat, he knows the name of the black carpet. I don't. He might have.
Okay.
Cool. He was telling me about it, what it's made out of. It's like a rubbery carpet, the black stuff.
Oh, yeah?
And it is the best, but it is also very expensive.
Because if they pay for that carpet for the kids, and I do that once a month or whatever, that means the carpet can stay at the school, rolled up and underneath the benches, because I'm sure the school is going to love that for the kids. And that means we can use it for races anytime we want to.
Yep.
He says it's black latex carpet.
Okay.
Is that like black latex condom for black people? Racist or something? Terrible. It's terrible. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say that out loud?
I think so.
Looking at like $3,000 to $5,000 to get it. Wow.
Yeah, it's expensive, and you need more of it than you think you do. Like the amount that you need for racing is quite large. Like there's 3 massive rolls of the stuff when it's pack up time. And yeah, it's a similar situation because we're at that school and it's a gym. It all slides under the stage. Yeah. So it's like you want to set up with something similar.
Well, I'll look into it, and even if they buy a little bit of carpet at a time, like make the track smaller and then grow it, and just keep buying some stuff. But you'd be surprised how much money those Lions Club or Knights of Columbus actually have. It's pretty amazing.
It's for the kids, so
yeah,
for the kids.
And if I make it for the kids, and I want it to be for the kids to actually learn and get new people involved, that'd be great.
Yep.
Kyoto RC put a link in there for the man truck running the cab braces.
Cab braces.
I'll try to pronounce better. My English est pas trop bon, là.
We'll have Jack translate for you.
Jack? Quel Jack? Quel Jack? Tu vas traduire pour moi, là?
How about Jack?
OK. Ça fait que je vais parler français. Puis si vous ne comprenez pas, vous pouvez demander à Jack. Il va tout vous traduire ça.
Take your word for
it. I said I'll speak French, and for people that don't understand, Jack is going to translate for you. Cool.
So how many stickers you got left there, Tony?
A lot.
I've been watching you cut away and
look
so frustrated.
There's just so many stickers.
There are a lot.
Yeah, I know that Miles actually started a group, a chat or whatever on people who was gonna, because I wanted to do a short course truck, oval short course truck indoor over the winter at the local arena. Um, there's a lot of people that, well, a lot, some people that have interest, but what I was looking for is people to help in the setup and help in arranging some stuff, but not nobody stepped up to actually come and help, because one guy can't do that. It's too much for one guy to organize and set up and do. So for this to happen, we're going to have to need some help. But it'd be great to have an indoor short course truck, just like they do on the on TV. They have the short course truck. You just have a look, and they're actually on pavement. It's kind of cool. And the arena on top of that, where I want to have it, they actually are playing kind of a tennis thing, indoor tennis now. So they've actually grinded up the ice rink, so it's not that shiny finish anymore. So it's actually a little gritty now. So they've taken a machine and actually take the shine off the pavement. Kind of cool.
Okay.
So it would be cool to actually try some races there. So.
There's a lot left. One of my stickers, I'll make a navy blue logo, put it on the hood.
Looking good though.
Yeah, I mean it already has a lot on it. You don't need to use all of them.
So, and I put a bunch of Venom stickers all over it too. And then I'll wait. Once it's all fully assembled here, I'll let my son put some on. But yeah, I think the stickers really sold it, and actually add an extra tone with the blue that I did, and then the navy.
Yeah, really good.
And then what I did is, now do you run those fenders on the back ears?
The body is different on this one. It's all one piece. So the fenders are all one piece. So yes, I do.
Yeah, I would put them on, Tony, but if you're going to be jumping and bashing, they might fall off. But I would put them on.
I'll put them on. But yeah, it's looking good. It'll need some more in the back here, but I have plans for the front on the hood.
Oh
yeah. But yeah, so you can see the back.
You're missing a sticker.
CCXRC sticker.
That's the one he's missing.
I think that's the plan.
Right there.
That's where CCXRC is going. Right on the hood.
And then I did this in red, the little back piece instead of yellow.
Oh yeah.
Bunch of red back there.
Yeah, that's also different. That piece is Lexan. On the other style, it's ABS plastic.
Oh really?
The hitch, yeah. So you had to cut that out?
Yeah, I had to cut it out. It was a pain in the ass.
I guess.
But
I don't think this hobby's relaxing, Tony.
No.
Well, I hate cutting out bodies, and then this one, you couldn't even tell where the lines were for it.
Okay, Tony, now I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah.
Grab one of your crawler and put that body on the crawler. Like an SCX-10. What do you have that's close?
Oh, my God. Where's in the car?
This.
Yeah, that worked.
Nice. Classic.
It's too long.
Wheelbase can be modified.
Oh, you want it to be a crawler? You know what it might go on is hold on. This short girl. It might go on this one.
That's your old sawback.
Man, I don't even think I've seen that one before.
Yeah, it's your sawback.
That's what I was thinking of. I didn't say anything.
There you go.
Oh, the cab is a good size. Is it wider? Is it narrower? A lot narrow?
Yeah. Yep. It would be a cool little crawler, though. You'd have to make the wheel wells bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
Get that right up.
cool.
No, you made
Don't have it up yet. To me, it still hasn't released that body separately. Apparently, it's coming in March.
Oh, yeah, cool.
So this kit though is only $165 or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
With the motor, ESC.
Yeah.
You just find your servo that you lost somewhere in the garage and a receiver.
Somebody was asking a question, and I know the answer to that. What size of servo goes in that kit for that truck? It's a regular size servo, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Full
Standard.
size servo. Yeah.
Yep, and I have one for it somewhere.
Is there a
Already
name for
had to buy
that?
it.
What's a standard size servo called? Is there a name for it?
1/10 scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scale.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, 10 scale servo.
Yeah, because there's the small one, there's the 1/10, and then there's a 1/5 scale servo.
Well, speaking of servos, do you know what happened on my little trip?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell us.
UDR. Burnt out the servo.
Really?
You burnt out the servo.
I think
on
now
the-
everyone who has bought a UDR has had the servo just stop working. It's the resistor built into that stupid Traxxas servo just dies. Like
Traxxas makes the best servos and shocks, right?
Just ask them. Just ask them.
You should maybe try running a firmware update on that thing.
Yeah, really. Yeah. The firmware update for the servo, and I missed it.
Yep.
No, nothing. After all of the firmware nonsense I went through, there was definitely no servo software. Maybe there should be, though.
So
Is it one of their new metal geared servos?
I think it's the same one that comes in the TRX4, 2075X. So yeah, it's metal geared, but it has like a defect. I figured that was going to happen since when I opened up my UDR, it said it was one of the first runs, like first. Thanks for buying a first model run or whatever.
Why would they say that to you? Because what if it's been in a store for like 2 years and somebody buys that and they're like, what?
Yeah, and it was because that came out almost a year ago, and I got it at the end, and it was a shelf queen in the store for a long time.
So what's the difference between the 2075 and the X?
The X is the higher and metal gears, I think.
Oh.
Those were their like $200 servos, right?
Yeah,
No,
newer
no, there's better ones than that. It's like now there's an R, 2075R, and then there's whatever their new crazy ones are that are stupid expensive. I don't even know what the model numbers for those are.
Come on, man. You don't keep up with the servo numbering system?
No.
The servo numbering system is like what the Chinese remote control car names are.
Yeah.
Letters.
Any servo I buy, no matter what brand it is, if it says 2075, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, really. Although I've had great luck with the stock 2075s that come in /4x4s. I've never burnt one of those out. And then I was asking my buddy on the weekend if he's still on his original servo, and he was. It's interesting that those ones hold up, and they're supposed to be the weaker ones.
Those are the ones that come in like the Stampedes and
yeah. So a Rustler 4x4, Slash 4x4,
yep.
Stampede 4x4. Those ones seem fine.
Mine lasted
month of 2075?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I broke those things every time I went to the racetrack.
Well,
I bought every kit there was in the area where I live. I decided just to buy a different servo. I was tired of rebuilding it.
Really? No,
I hadn't even started racing yet. I was just going on Fridays after work to practice before I actually entered a race.
Wow.
Every time I went, I broke a servo gear.
Yeah, but you got to stay off the walls.
Yeah, you got to.
There's no walls. There's no walls. It kind of was an 8-scale track though, and it was very rough. But
yeah,
I broke servo every time I went out there. Every single time.
Man,
so what I did instead of calling Praxis to get a warranty, although I still might because I'll whatever. But I just went on Amazon and everyone gets those 3218 servos, the 20 kilogram ones. And I noticed that there was a new version, a 25 kilogram servo, the 3225. So I ordered that one instead to give that a shot. So it's basically the $20 servo, but this one's a $25 servo, and it's faster and more torque.
Well, it has to be better if it costs more money.
Exactly.
I hope so.
that's how the math works.
Yeah. So you paint an orange and write Savox on it, and then you pay $100 for it.
Wait, which one did you get though? I always get the TG one, the Torque Master one, or do you get?
No, not that one. I usually get the DS3218, the DS servo.
For speed, digital.
They don't say what DS equals or stands for. Anyway, we'll see. Hopefully it fits.
Yeah.
So Keegan, why did you guys decide to go with the brush paint? Just out of curiosity.
I have it sitting around.
Oh, okay.
More or less.
No other reason than you had it, huh?
So
Yep,
this is
more or less
acrylic paint for walls, or what? What is that?
It's artist paint.
Yeah.
It's artist paint, like for paintings on canvas.
Canvas.
Oh, okay.
So show us the body what it looks like now.
You etched it first. You sanded it down first.
Yeah, I sanded it down.
Okay.
Cool.
So how long do you think you've been at
About
brushing
50
that
coats
thing?
later, it might be thick enough.
Yeah.
I just started doing the show.
Oh, okay.
Could probably have 10 pounds of paint on it.
All right, I'm gonna have a silly question. How do you Shugu tires on? I've never done Shugu tires, but everyone says that it's great.
What? Shugu on the tires?
No.
Yeah.
I was just put CA glue
On the
in
outside or to bond it to the rim?
Do you just put a bead in here and then just stick them on? Because normally when it's too thick to.
Yeah, you'd think you'd have to put it on before the rubber goes on.
Just on the plastic, yeah, and then just let it sit and dry.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know. That seems like it would be really heavy, like it would make them out of balance.
Yeah,
That's
it would
true,
make
too.
them out of balance.
It's what the monster truck guys do, because it's easier for them to remove later if they want to switch the tires.
Oh.
Interesting.
True.
Anyway, I don't know where my tire glue is that I also bought when I bought that servo. So I was thinking, well, I have Shugu. Just reading people recommending using Shugu for tires.
So you lost your servo and your tire glue.
And my SMT 10 shocks.
Oh.
There's someone
shopping bag somewhere full of RC parts.
Yeah, well, there's RC parts everywhere is the problem.
Speaking of parts.
Well, cool, guys. Let's do a round table and let's say goodbye to everybody. It's that time of night. It's 11:34 here. So we'll start with Kagan, Green Frog RC.
See you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks for coming in, Kagan. John.
Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Scott.
See you guys next time.
Thanks for coming, Scott.
Thank you.
And Tony.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for jumping in, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks for being in the chat. We'll see you next week on our C Talk. If you guys want to talk about anything, please leave a comment below or in the chat, and we can look it up and talk about it next week. All right? And hopefully next week I'll get some shots of my DJI Sparks. Thanks. Have a good night.